show as we turn our attention to the Geelong Cricket Association, and it is round 8 on this December 19th for 2009 before their mid-season break. Last week there was only one side in the top 6 to lose, and that was Bellpost Hill against St Joseph's, and there was only one side in the bottom 6 that won, and that was Geelong West against Leopold. Tim, this weekend, a big battle, a must-win for East Belmont out as winter reserve as they take on the reigning premiers Geelong West Rams, sitting in 8th position.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really tight game, Graham. Geelong West Bowlers, the reigning premiers, as you said, did a fantastic job last weekend to restrict Leopold to only, I think, 130. It was around that mark when they'd only put 175 on the board the week before. So obviously they come in with a little bit of form, but then I'm really liking what East Belmont have done over at least the last month of cricket. Sean Hooley as their skipper, just batting fantastically at the moment, really leading from the front, and there's another few guys. Obviously Mark Hamley got a ton in the last game as well, so carrying a fantastic form lines in, and on that, at home at Winter Reserve, you'd have to go for East Belmont in that game.
The East Belmont boys to take the points against Geelong West Rams in the eyes of the experts out at the grammar school. And let's hope that Geelong City Sharks and Bellpost Hill can find their way to the right oval this weekend as the Sharks in 11th position take on Bellpost Hill in 6th. And Tim, it's a pressure game for Bellpost Hill.
I think it is. They've tapered off a little bit over the last few weeks, Bellpost Hill, and they would have been disappointed with letting St Joseph's get the runs last week. So time for them to really bounce back, and they're going to have to bounce back hard too, because Geelong City, yes, they've been a little bit up and down. They'll be disappointed to sit 11th on the table, but they'll be looking at this as a game where they can make a statement against one of the teams that over the first, at least, probably month and a half of cricket was really setting themselves to finish probably top 2 in the competition, because Bellpost Hill really were in fantastic touch at the start of the season, and I think it's a real chance for them to bounce back, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did get the points over at Geelong City.
The Lara Cats out at Lara take on the Leopold Lions. Lara in 4th position, Leopold in 9th, and the Crack Award of this week goes to Lara's own Danny Hughes. He was clean bowled for that wonderful 0. So Danny, welcome to the wonderful Duck Club. But I think Danny might want to rebound this week against Leopold.
Yeah, and I think he will, and it'll be a really big win, I think, for Lara. Leopold aren't doing all that well at the moment. Yes, they did recruit pretty hard, and as much as they'll be looking to turn it around and show that there is a lot of capable cricketers in their side, Graham, I think that Lara side, I think I've almost tipped them every week, because I really do rate the nucleus that they have out there at the Cats, and they've got some real fantastic individuals, but a really solid team unit as well, and out there they're always tough to beat at home, and I think they'll get the points against Leopold.
And one game I think will be probably the match of the round up at the picturesque Russell Zampatti Oval, the home of the St Joseph's Cricket Club. They're sitting in 2nd position on the Division 1 ladder of the GCA, and they take on South Barwon in 5th position. And boy, this will be a real battle.
I think it is going to be, as you said, Graham, the game of the weekend. Might come down to which side adapts best to the one-day fixture. Calvin Ford, obviously, in great touch for South Barwon. And the thing I've liked about South Barwon over probably the last, let's say, 2 months, is they've really turned their form around. I think they were getting wins or just losing a few tight games at the start of the season. Weren't doing anything too fantastic, but Brad Hornstein and his boys really have turned their form around. But they're going to need to be at their absolute best to be defeating St Joseph's this weekend, because Joey's are one of the form sides in the competition at the moment. Could easily be sitting top if Grovedale hadn't pulled off that miraculous win last weekend and almost claimed the outright against North Geelong. But I'll be backing St Joseph's in a very, very tight game. And
I understand, Tim, hot off the press, the hot news this morning is that one Daniel Fanning could be opening the batting for St Joseph's today in this very important fixture to see out that new ball attack from the Hornstein brothers.
Well, I don't know if you'll see it off, Graham, or more go for it. We know that Daniel's obviously a fantastic batsman, been in really great touch this year for St Joseph's. And as I said, it's just going to be about which team adapts not only their playing style, but also their tactics. And we might see a few players from both those sides move around, and that might be a feature not only of the GCA, but also the BPCA, with a few sides tossing things up in the one-day fixture.
A disappointed North Geelong Magpies who went down to Grovedale. Yes, Grovedale got up last week with their last 3 wickets to take first innings points. They only missed out on outright points by 2 runs. But today it is the North Geelong boys in 7th place, wanting to get into that top 6 as they take on the bottom of the ladder, Newtown and Chewell, down at Stinton Oval. Can the 2 Blues win a game?
I don't think so, Graham. I can't see them getting up in this fixture. Maybe they will adapt well to the one-day format of the game, though. Who knows? It's obviously going to all come out later today, and we'll know by about 6 o'clock this afternoon whether the Two Blues can post one win before Christmas, and let's hope for their sake they can. But North Geelong went so close last week, they'll probably feel a little bit aggrieved not having got the points, because I think Big Graham Harper got about 16 not out, and they would have fancied their chances when obviously the number 11 straight to the crease for Grovedale last weekend. But North Geelong, really, I think where they've improved most is their bowling. Sean Kingwell was fantastic last weekend against Grovedale. Brad Scown, one of the competition's premier bowlers, and with that sort of bowling attack, I can't see Newtown and Chilwell posting a defendable score.
Sitting on top of the table in Geelong Cricket Association Division 1 is Grovedale Tigers, as they had a good first innings win over North Geelong last round. And today they take on Manifold Heights, and great to see Gary Kelson, who dropped down the batting list, Tim, making 43 not out in a desperate effort to get outright points last week. Today they play at the Stuart Boyd Oval out there at Birdie Reserve, and Grovedale always play well at home. Yeah,
they certainly do. They're tough to beat anywhere, but at home they almost make it a fortress, Grovedale. Very rare that they do lose games at home, and their form line's as good as any side around Geelong at the moment, obviously sitting top of the top division in the GCA, so playing some fantastic cricket. They got out of jail last weekend, but I can't see this one being that close. With such quality in that Grovedale side, I think they'll post another win, sit top at Christmas, and be very content with their start to the season.
Let's have a quick look at the couple of matches of the day in Division 2 of the Geelong Cricket Association. Thompson, unbeaten at the top of the ladder after 7 rounds, take on Guild Saints, who are sitting in 5th position down at Friars Reserve. A good test for the Tommy Tigers.
Yeah, it certainly is going to be, but Thompson, there's so much quality throughout that side, and Ben Smiljanic, he just suits the one-day fixture down to a T. He hit 7 sixes last weekend in his 173, and as much as it is going to be a test for them, Graham, I think Thompson will win again, and they'll be undefeated going into Christmas and just really back themselves in to continue their fantastic form.
And second place Torquay Tigers down at Spring Creek Reserve take on the Merger Bullock Frogs, who currently hang on to 6th by percentage only.
Yeah, I'm really liking what Torquay are doing at the moment. They're playing some fantastic cricket. I'll back them in to win that one as well, but it certainly is going to be another intriguing round of fixtures in the GCA Division 2.
And in Geelong Cricket Association Division 3, congratulations to St Albans. 3 outright wins in a row, sitting on top, 54 points, 10 points clear at the top of the ladder.
Put them in Division 2, Graham. God.
Put them in Division 2?
3 outright wins in a row. There's got to be something going on there. Let's get the junior grading system going or something. Put them up.
The words of wisdom. Don't forget lordsofcricket.com. Tell us who was the 200th player ranked on the players list and what country he's from, and you can win a game of Lords of Cricket for Christmas. Until next week, thanks to Tim Mitchell, and thanks to our special guests this morning on the Geelong Cricket Show. Rawlo saying, catch ya.